everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 11 of my Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Let's Play. We are about to get into the second class trial and find out who Ryoma's killer is. I know you guys have been excited for it, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we last left off outside of the Shrine of Judgment. Let's do this. Without Coyote this time. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird doing this class trial where Shuichi is, you know, the main character instead of just the sidekick. Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? You are quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time. And of course, because it's super obvious, it means it's not going to be that person.
Hey!
Right, Himiko? Aw, poor Himiko. How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh? But maybe it's as if Kokichi said last time, the fact that she seems too obvious would throw off the suspicion of her, which means maybe it is her? That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
Either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing, just as we passed through the door. And time to take that infamous, awkward, scary elevator ride. It started up again. Normally, I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged, my heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just the beginning. Welcome! You've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place. It should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used exocells to build this courtroom. My father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by father. Ew.
What are you saying?
These guys have a very weird relationship with Monokuma. You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so...
Ugh, you guys are just so cute, I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us, as in, they're no longer with us, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. What? I'm wondering if that's true. That can't be true. In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Then the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all. But If this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to see her with her all redded out. Ugh. Dang. Just like front and center. I will find the truth to get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Lovely thing to be greeted with, just the skeleton. I am really weirded out by skeletons, so I don't like it. Alright, so this one is a tricky. It's not like last time where I felt like, I mean, I wasn't very confident in my last guess either, and I was totally off base. But this one I was just like, I don't know. There's so many red herrings I feel like they're throwing. Like, the obvious people that they're trying to put blame on or suspicion on is Himiko and Angie. And then there's also Maki, who's been acting really weird and has been holed up in her room and doesn't seem to have an alibi. So I don't think it's either of those three, because they seem too obvious. So I'm going to go with someone who's not obvious at all, and I'm probably totally off base, but I'm going to say the only person that's jumping in my mind is Kibo. And the reason I say this is because there's that whole thing about, like, having to get the body, like, across from Ryoma's, like, his room into the tank. But there's a whole thing about Kibo not being able to swim. So I'm wondering if the reason why the tire, or the inflatable tube, sorry, with the rope was left in the pool is because Kibo couldn't physically go in and get it. So he had to leave that behind, and it ended, you know, like, really obvious evidence. So that's really the only person I can think of. So I'm gonna say Kibo. Probably wrong. I hope it's not, because I like Kibo too. There are some people, Angie, Mew, that I would rather have it be. So, on to our skill list here. I've only got the one. So, I'm trying to think of what did I have issues with last time? Ooh, that might not be a bad one. Reveals the V points, effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. Okay, maybe I'll get that one. Because I have not been able to get any V points yet. Darn, I realized I wanted to get the delusion one, but I already spent my points, so guess I'll have to wait for that one. So, I mean, I didn't do that badly in the last one, so I don't think there were any... I was bad at the last one, the, you know, the very last thing where you have to... Oh boy, what was that thing called? Arguments? Something... That one, argument... Armaments. I was really bad at it, but that's because I didn't realize that whole thing that you had to, like, press all the buttons really quickly. So now that I know how to do that, I feel like I will be hopefully better at it. So I don't know if I really need something to help me out with it. So I'm just going to go with that for now. I'm going to save up my points and get that delusion one for the next one. Unless, you know, something unlocks that I will, you know, prefer to get. But so there we go. I'll just get that for now and hope for the best. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, guys.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy.
Can you tell I'm a little like, you know, I know all this, let's just get through
also,
it.
refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Yeah, here we go.
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Tenko is trying so hard.
Today.
Don't worry, Tenko. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Himiko.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
Himiko seems suspicious.
Whoa, Angie. Angie, I'm wondering if you were throwing suspicion at Himiko so you can, go under the radar. Poor Himiko.
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko?
Who knows? Maybe Angie is secretly brilliant and she set this whole thing up, like brainwashing Himiko, convincing her to use piranhas. Once again, seems too obvious, though.
Aren't you her friend?
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko!
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part. It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The
Ah.
underwater escape wasn't a trick.
She's gonna cling to this, isn't she? I wonder if we are gonna find out, the whole how it worked.
It was magic.
And how she's going to be after we discover that, it's not magic, it's just an illusion.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
Himiko could just be like, I'm too lazy to kill someone.
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
So that's gonna be the one thing we're gonna have to break down, probably before anything else.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
Maybe it really was magic.
Aw, Gonta, you're so sweet and naive.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
And we gotta find out what was going on with Maki. I want to know this whole thing about, her room, why she's in there, what's been going on with her.
on Himiko! A cute, tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone!
I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko. But I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was eaten alive!
Eaten to bone by piranhas. Savage way to go.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape was no trick, it's magic.
We heard you the first time, Titless. No one cares!
I get on Miu's case, but she's pretty funny. Ryoma's body was eaten by the piranhas that fell into the tank. That is a fact, but that doesn't mean it was the cause of death. Oh, yeah, that's right, he drowned. Oh my god, is the Monokuma file actually going to be used for something?
Atua has blessed me with
Okay, so we got the Monokuma file already
The
selected.
culprit used the underwater
So it
escape
was...
trick
I think it was Kokichi
to
said
pull
something
off a
about
sneaky switcheroo with
him
Ryoma.
getting eaten by the piranhas.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came.
Oh no!
Oh, no, no. Ah.
And he was eaten alive.
Well, that's embarrassing.
By piranhas.
Oh, that was the wrong one anyway. It was the eaten alive. Shoot. Okay. Not a good start for me. The very first one. And I'm already like kind of not panicking, but I gotta pay better attention. And I really want to hit that V point too.
The Ryoma opened and came pouring out.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I don't see a V point, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, it's over. Oh my God, you guys.
By piranhas.
Oh,
Savage.
this is bad. This is really bad.
Atua has blessed me.
After that,
And he was eaten alive.
All right, did I get it that time? Yes? No? I might have been a smidge off.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused.
That's
by
pretty
the
bad.
piranhas.
Even with like the thing showing me literally where the viewpoint is, I guess I gotta hit it like bang on or else it doesn't work.
The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Oh my God, he just makes assumptions.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown
Okay, so
someone.
now we gotta talk about when he was drowned and where.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
And that's the time. This whole time thing is going to be an issue too, with like when the murder happens, because we don't know. It's not in the Monokuma file, and where people were at the time. When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously well, before the show started. Obviously, that one at least is pretty easy.
That's it.
Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Agreed.
Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever.
Once again, I know drowning's not a great way to die, but I would take that over being eaten alive any day.
Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh wait, Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
He's not letting go of this, is he?
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
And no, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Maki having none of this.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
Man, we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
All right, here we go.
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic.
I'm sorry, Himiko. Like, I think we're about to bust this open.
Magic.
Oh.
Magic. Magic.
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Okay.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
Mechanism, maybe.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
Okay.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Oh, okay. So there's a
Maybe
couple
the
of
tank had a
things.
secret hatch.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Oh, you're so
Maybe
cute.
there were two Himikos. And one of them was Sumugi in disguise.
I don't
Hey,
think
what
so.
costumes aren't disguises?
Guys, we've already gone over this. Sumugi cannot cosplay as real people. That's right, there was a similar water tank in Himiko's lab. If I remember my investigation, there was a trick to the tank.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no
Okay,
one
so I'm
noticed.
guessing it's the water tank trick, but let's take a look. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so in this case,
Nah, she
I want to
definitely would've
agree
been
with
caught.
someone rather than argue,
Perhaps
right?
the mechanism was set up on the
Okay,
stage.
because that would be me arguing against it. I don't
The
want
curtain
that.
covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Okay, I think there's someone coming
Maybe
up
the
here.
tank had a secret
There it
hatch.
is. All right, let's hit that V point. Come on. There we go. Finally. Finally. All right, let's see what this thing does.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see.
Oh,
So it
I'm
did
trying to remember.
happen.
Did someone explain to me before, like, what the V point does? Does it just add, like, extra points to my, you know, the thing at the end when it grades me? Or
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab.
maybe I have to hit a certain amount of V points in order to unlock something? I'm not
There
too
was
sure.
a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength!
Oh my god, Tanko. Let it go, girl.
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male. I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
All right, let's see what she's got to say.
The side of the tank being open
Oh boy, I can't remember how to do
doesn't
this.
have anything to do with
Ah.
Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Ah, dang it.
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Oh, this last one is not... Okay, well, good enough. Good
Wait a
enough.
second. Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she didn't?
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the
Ah.
water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere. That wouldn't be magical at all. The whole trick would be ruined. With that out of the way, I'm gonna punch you.
I really hate doing the rebuttal showdown. It's just too much to keep a track of. I've got to worry about slicing the words, listening to what they're saying, and I've got to look at, like, my truth bullets. It's true if she opened the tank, water would come rushing out. But that's exactly why there was a second step to the trick. If I figure out why the hatch was in that exact spot, I'll know the answer.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the...
Okay, really quick. Okay, so there's what? Alright, behind the stairs that led up the stage, there was a puddle. The stairs themselves were not wet in certain places. It doesn't seem like the stairs could have gotten wet when the water tank broke. Okay, then there was the glass pane. Oh shoot, the cram piranhas I think were another one. What was the last?
Tank. The water would have gushed
Oh,
out with her.
The piranha tank. Okay, let me check that as well. Piranha tank. There we go. Water tank that had the piranhas inside, kept in the Alta to do. During the magic show, it was hung over the water escape tank, using the control panel for stage lights. Only the... Okay, I'm guessing it's gotta be the wet staircase, because we're talking about the water going everywhere, so I just have to...
There would have been water everywhere!
Slice, slice, slice! Woo!
I'll cut through your words!
Okay, okay. Glad I had that selected.
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Okay.
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from
Oh,
underwater.
Himiko is so not gonna be happy with me for that.
There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know if this is right where it's like the idea of someone hiding Realma's body in the staircase and letting it out there, or there was that whole thing about the window being open by the piranha tank, and then, you know, I thought that the body was flung across into there, but maybe it was this way.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
So in that case, if this is how the body was transported, then the people who helped set up this whole tank thing are going to be more suspicious because they would have been able to put the body in, but then how do you do that without anyone noticing? But at least they would be able to, like, they would have been able to see this all close up, and someone who, you know, had enough of a keen eye, they would maybe be able to figure out how this worked, and they could come back and they could put Ryoma's body in there before the... I don't know. Huh.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
But I don't think, because we're doing this too early. I still think, and then there's that whole thing with the pool and the inflatable tube with the rope, so I'm still thinking that's the way that the body was placed.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha-ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
Oh. Oh, no.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Maybe she had to change her clothes somewhere?
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. Oh, maybe she never... Oh! No, she did. No, she changed her uniform. I was like, no, we did... I mean, there was the thing covering the tank, but we did see her
changed her uniform.
Go into the water.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
Guys, you know she's not going to answer. I feel like we're going to have to basically interrogate her.
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel, too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body body repels water!
Oh my god, you were so desperate.
Huh? Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
I'm afraid she's gonna have a freak out right now.
Fine.
Aw,
win.
or not. Just very defeated.
It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let's please. There's
Yes,
so much more
Let us proceed.
we need to
Where did
figure
the
out.
culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko
I was
in
gonna
there.
like, ooh, maybe Kibo had a little bit of a slip up there. How would he know you can't fit 2 bodies in there? Once again, I mean, he's not my favorite character, but he's definitely not my least favorite character. So,
Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank.
and Angie's really like nailing Himiko here, so maybe it is Angie.
At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs.
Now, if Angie turned out to be the murderer, I would not be very upset about that.
That way, she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is? I think that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us.
No.
Why are you accusing her?
Tango's like, much to my dissatisfaction.
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
Damn. Wow, okay, Tanko, nice to know that all of our lives mean nothing to you. What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder
Like
someone.
I said, I don't...
That's what I believe more than anything.
I really do believe Himiko didn't murder anyone, but my thing is more just because that would require effort.
I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die. So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
I didn't do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Oh, that's right. Gonta went in to
lying,
help
you donkey lip con
Himiko.
artist.
He doesn't know what he saw, but he may have
She's
seen
not
something.
lying. She's not a con artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips.
It is possible that Himiko and Ryoma switched places in the water, but I feel like I'm forgetting an important point.
The only one who could have switched out.
Okay, I can't remember what Kokichi... Okay, so let's check his account, too. Okay, his thing was more about, like, where he was at the time of all this stuff. So there was Gonta. During the magic show, When the timer hit 20 seconds, Gonta went up on top of the stage. No one was in the tank during that time. Gonta didn't notice Ryoma inside the tank until after the piranhas were released. Okay, so that's going back to, you know, I still don't know how Gonta, or not Gonta, sorry, how Ryoma's body, I don't think it was in the piranha tank because the piranhas would have eaten his body before he was able to go into the water. But, I mean, okay, so it's gotta be that thing. It's gotta be Gonta.
Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was
And
escaping
then-
the tank, she dragged out the body in the
Somebody said
stairs
something about, like, nobody could have seen...
and switched.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
Okay, so it's gonna be coming
No
up here.
one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show.
Alright, can I hit that other
when the
viewpoint?
tank
Let's
was
see.
covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Oh, no. Or it was him. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. Darn it. Oh, so it's embarrassing.
Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta. Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above.
Alright, Gonta, so we're really gonna have to pry your brain and try and figure out what happened.
Isn't that right, Gonta?
Poor Gonta, he keeps being put on the spot for the past 2 class trials he's been involved in some way.
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
Okay, where was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear it was not inside the staircase, but where?
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Okay, so
Well,
it's gotta
how about
be
behind the curtain?
maybe one of... It's
There
not
was a
the
way to enter
handcuffs,
the
we know
tank
that
from
for
there.
sure.
Then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along. But we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
No way! If you put a body in there,
Yeah, he's gonna
the
say...
piranhas would have eaten it way before
Exactly.
we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated,
Oh, that's
then it wouldn't have been devoured, correct?
a possibility. Okay, why was he not eaten by the piranhas, even though he was in the same tank? There was one piece of evidence at the crime scene that Mike's... Okay, so that's what
Where
it
were
is.
you hiding Ryoma's body?
Alright, let's take a look here. So it's probably not that one. Let's see. Okay, so maybe it's that. That's what was used to separate him from the piranhas. And it makes sense, you know, with there being so many piranhas. They said there was more than before. It was in order to hide. So there's no way you could see Ryoma's body. Okay, so I'm guessing it's probably that. Shoot, what was the last one? The piranha tank itself. Yeah, I'm guessing it's got to be the,
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
that one.
After all, it's for Himiko.
Okay. So where was it? It was...
Then it would...
It's in the tank.
Impossible. You need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
Okay, I don't think it's
And what
snow.
of the containing
Oh,
the piranha?
here it is coming up here.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and...
Ugh.
I agree.
Guys, I am so sorry. You must be like screaming at me that I can't hit these viewpoints even with it literally showing me where it is. Oh, it's so bad.
Hypothesis is correct.
So bad at this.
The body and the piranhas were separated. This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought. Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank. It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
Oh, okay. So it's not even that they added more piranhas. It's just because it was divided up that the piranhas were squished together to make it seem like it was fuller.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So we have to find out who had the time and the ability to do that.
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else
Oh, okay.
could.
All right, Gonta.
When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
Good job, Gonta. Yeah, because they never would have expected someone to be on top of the tank looking in.
No. Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
How could you hide a body like that?
How is the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? Oh boy, it's making me go through all of them. Okay, the other sides are made of wood, so maybe that's blocks. Oh my gosh, there is a lot of a... Awesome. It's gotta be the piranhas, right? Like the whole thing I said, it's like it seemed like it was more packed before. It's because you would see all the piranhas on the one side and Ryoma's hiding on the other side. That's gotta be it.
This is it! It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased.
Oh, it was a nice little, like, you know, made us just seem like someone added more piranhas, but...
The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
So we gotta figure out, was the body put in there at night after everything was set up, or in the morning before, you know, all this happens?
That glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank. It was really easy to detach that lid, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful! Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit
So it's gotta be someone who has, like, really good knowledge about, like, it had to have been someone who helped set up and who knew about all of this stuff. And I think Kibo did, like, Kaito helped. I don't want to believe it's my boy Kaito. Kibo, I believe, also helped set everything up, so maybe he did do it.
Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
This much evidence? It seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Okay, so we've got that much at least, but there's so much more I need to
Congrats, Himiko!
figure
now there
out.
should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better!
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy for you.
Sure, Edgy.
Apologize, Angie! You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now!
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god!
Alright, let's
No,
move it along.
It's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie. We should be mad at this class trial. At this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart!
How oh no, how shocking would it be if it did end up being Himiko? That would take me for a loop.
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed! But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze.
Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
Nuh-uh, not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Alright, here we go. So at some point we're gonna get to Maki.
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Kokichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up the scene. The only time... Oh boy. Okay. So it's not going to be during nighttime because we can't be out in certain areas. Can't be at the gym, that's right. Before the show this morning, maybe. Okay, if it's... Oh, shoot. Too much. Okay. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try before nighttime. If not that... Dang it, I was doing so well. Okay, let's try this. If not, then it's gonna be before the show in the morning.
That's it.
Okay, good, good, good. Got it back.
It was done yesterday, before nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
I love these two just trading just jabs back and forth.
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
If you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
You talking about my butthole?
No, she means the alarm.
Oh god, I feel dumb I even know that right in the morning.
After nighttime passed, morning came.
Yeah.
But hiding the body
I can't believe I
before the
even, like,
show
entertained that
was-
idea. It's like, obviously people are gonna be around and it wouldn't work.
Impossible! Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday.
Alright, so now we gotta get
Anyone who
everybody's
doesn't get
alibis.
this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
I'm sure we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of the information. Oh, jeez. Okay. Gotta do this again. Okay. That's not gonna help because there's no time there. Oh, maybe it's the insect meet and greet. Maybe? Okay, that's a possibility. Kokichi's account. That's another one. Oh, geez, right. Witnessing Ryoma. Okay.
This is it! If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Hirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before
Okay,
nighttime
so-
officially began...
Oh, I guess that rules out Kibo then, now that I think about it, because, shoot, I didn't think about that, because he was captured, he was part of the insect meet and greet, and we were all stuck in the room until, like, 11 o'clock. Dang it, so there goes my main suspect. I don't know who, so it's gonna be someone who was outside of, who didn't get captured.
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
I feel so dumb, I didn't think about that.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, you,
What if it's Kurumi? Oh, I'd be devastated. I would be devastated. Maybe it is. I would not suspect her at all, so maybe she is. Maybe it's Kaito. What a... just Shuichi just losing his sidekicks left and right.
Now, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I wouldn't be very upset if it was Mew or Maki, so I'm kind of hoping towards those two rather than Kurumi or Kaito.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Oh, please don't let it be her.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time.
Huh.
But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym. I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
It is too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
noise.
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for
Haha,
when the crime
Kibo
occurred
throwing
either,
it back
do
at
you?
Mew. That's right.
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those four, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys
Oh,
suspicious
no.
of me?
Another-
I've been helping the whole time!
Mass panic debate.
Oh, wait. I remember now. I do have an alibi.
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not
way
the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Alright, here we go. Okay, another tutorial. Oh no, does that mean they're going to be adding a new thing to it? No. The mass panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. Why do I have a feeling? Yeah, it's going to be Kaito who's just going to be yelling. That blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. Oh no, what do I do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just like white noise. Shut him up with the A button silencer. After that, all the arguments will become audible again. Then you just shoot the truth bullet at the weak spot. You know the drill. Alright.
I was running away from Gonta!
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
things got a little heated if you catch
Until
my
they
drift.
left with
Nothing
Gonta.
perfect. What's Maki's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired.
Oh my
and
gosh.
fell asleep.
I didn't run
Did
the
you
gym.
really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was
Are
in my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay
What?
at the
No,
gym?
in my own room. Jeez.
Jeez. Wow, okay. I need to sort out everyone's statements, just like Kaede did. I need to calm down. Focus on one at a time.
I was running away from Gonta.
Okay, let's... Okay, so there's that. Maki alone. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Oh, shoot. What were the other ones again? Pool rules and Kokichi's accounts. Okay, immediately after Kokichi left the Ultimate Entomologist Lab at 9 p.m. last night, he was caught by Kurumi in the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 p.m. After, he went to the dorms and returned to the Ultimate Entomologist Lab at 11 p.m. He saw the figure of a girl in lingerie wandering around the courtyard a couple of times. Okay, so he was with Kurumi for an hour. Okay, and then the pool rules. Alright, entering the pool is prohibited. Alright.
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
I gotta remember to I can slow things down.
Until they left with
Nothing
Gonta.
perfect. What's Maki's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was
Are
in my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay
What?
at the
No,
gym?
in my own room. Jeez.
Okay, I think
I was running away from Gonta.
I don't want to admit this, but I think Kurumi might not be telling the whole truth. Because it said that she... Oh, wait, no. Okay, so, no, I would be agreeing with Kibo, not... Where he says, are you sure you didn't stay at the gym? No, because she was at the entrance hall with, Okay, so I am proving Kurumi's alibi, not arguing against it. Okay, so it's gonna be...
What is your
Now I'm just gonna have to remember to shut up Kaito really quick before I do.
I even tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
Things got a little heated. Ruffyville pervert! What's alibi?
Fell asleep.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.? Are you sure you... Gym?
What? No, in my
Oh,
room.
you...
Jeez.
Oh, Kaito! Oh my god. Dang it. I was hoping I'd be able to get it before Kaito. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot down Kaito's thing and then go after Kibo's thing.
Are you sure you did not stay at the...
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, you gotta be kidding. Wait, what? That didn't work? Alright, let's try that again. Didn't say it was wrong. Maybe I just didn't get to it in time.
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell asleep.
Did you really...
Sorry, guys.
Are you sure you did not stay at the...
Oh my god. Oh. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm doing terrible at this. Alright, I'm not going to worry so much about hitting the V point. I'm just going to go for it.
Are you sure you did not stay at...
Why can't I hit it? Alright, I'm gonna try and hit it before then. This is very frustrating. Maybe I'll get something next time to help me out with this Mass Effect. Or Mass Effect, Mass Debate.
Are you...
Go, 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 go. There, whatever. Whatever, I should have done that from the start. Damn it. Ugh.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Okay, I think I will have to get something to help me out with the mass panic debates, because if they're gonna keep throwing stuff like that at me, yeah. Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kirumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. Okay, Kirumi, please, hopefully that means that we have you completely, like, you know, you're cleared. She just kept talking, and then finally let me go at 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half.
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the Piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
But if anyone could do it, it would be Kirumi, because she's good at everything.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him.
No, 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 we know where he was killed. He was killed
All you would have to do is
in
hide
his
him
bathroom.
in the Piranha tank.
In his lab.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That'd be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki! Ah, you're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Can we?
right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
One person can be eliminated as a suspect, according to Kokichi. He must be talking about the figure he saw. Certainly would have an alibi. We need to pin down who that was. Key to that fact lies in Kokichi, Gonta, and Miu's statements. Oh no, are we gonna do another mass panic debate? According to what we know, that figure Kokichi saw must be... Okay. Okay, sorry Kaito, it's definitely not you, because he said he saw someone in lingerie, and I'm gonna assume that's probably Miu, as much as I hate to admit it. She seems like she's clear.
That's it!
Dang it. Alright, so it's down to Kaito and Maki.
Kokichi, you're talking about Miu, right?
What? You?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Wait a sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kurumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I mean, if he didn't see her, it might have been
Girl
Maki.
walking around half naked.
I wouldn't suspect it of Maki, but maybe.
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Miu?
We can't just jump to conclusions like
Oh,
that.
that's true.
You just saw a
I like
shadow,
how I
right?
assumed it was Miu, too, because I'm just like, between her and Maki.
That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear. Even me.
Kaito, is there something you're not telling us?
That'd be a whole different issue.
No, it's Miu, without a doubt. Miu and Gonta's statements prove it.
Ah, alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gonta see Miu, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta no could bring her. Your face got hot? You mean you were hot on her trail, right? No, she used her, what she call it, secret woman weapon, and then... Oh, well... I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Miu?
Oh, well, 'cause, you know, I'm
Pretty stacked, so...
I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches! Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Miu was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Oh, Gonta, you sweet soul.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I show my panties to the boys all the time.
I'm guessing based on her face, that's not actually what happened. She probably ended up... Something happened, she didn't mean to end up like this, and it just kind of worked out for her.
And I mean all the time. So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Miu has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up.
Not everybody's.
We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Oh, did we get everyone?
That leaves
Okay.
Kaito and Maki as the only ones
Kaito,
with
my
no
man, come on.
alibis.
You better have an alibi.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one?
I don't want to believe that the reason that he latched on to Shuichi and is, like, you know, helping out is because he wanted to divert suspicion away from himself to be like, it's like he said earlier, he's like, well, I was helping with the investigation, so how could it be me?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Two prime suspects, Kaito and Maki. But something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaito. It's like me. I want to believe Kaito. Unless he's proven guilty, I will trust him. Oh, I really hope Kaito isn't just being like, you know, he's being manipulative. by, you know, getting close to Shuichi and therefore having Shuichi doubt him. I don't want to believe it, I really don't. But after the whole thing with
maybe we should
Kaede, who
determine
knows?
The sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
What?
We narrowed it down to 2 people. And one of those 2 is the culprit.
I'm guessing because
right?
it's narrowed down to 2 people, it might not even be one of those 2 people.
Since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth just got much easier. So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who
What?
the guilty one is. Yeah?
Okay.
Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes, that is true.
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows who the culprit is.
I'm not quite following.
To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Work harder?
Have the 2 argue
Oh,
for their
okay.
innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
Kokichi's like, that's what I want. I want to witness them do this for my amusement.
And...
Uh-huh.
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation.
That's exactly
and
what he
teamwork,
wants.
But you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust. How do you expect to find the culprit when you're all worried about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
Alright, he's taking way too much joy out of this.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the 2 suspects argue against each other. No more pointless deductions.
Oh, I wonder if, is this gonna be
All we
like...
need is for them to fight for their lives.
Is this gonna be a new mini-game?
So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right, Monokuma?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yep, I totes agree.
You're agreeing with Monokuma? Just whose side are you on?
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know. That's why we need to take this seriously. A hot debate to smoke out the liar.
And how do you expect us to start this?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic. Our first topic is
okay.
this. Ta-da!
The motive video.
The Cubs pad.
Not just any Cubs pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma.
He's got it, that's right. He's been so obsessed with those.
When we started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
So, it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is... because one of these 2 had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
One of these 2 had it?
Oh, Kaito. Kaito.
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive video belongs to. Take a guess, everyone. Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
Oh, wait. I had Kaito's, so it's gotta be Maki, right? The motive video that Ryoma had, was it Kaito's or Maki's? I should know the answer. I mean, it could be neither, but I'm gonna go with Maki.
That's it! It was Maki's motive video, right?
Wow, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The obvious answer was Maki, right?
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
She's been acting real suspicious,
Finally,
though.
you said something! This is how a debate should be. I only brought up the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue. Remember, if you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that? Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
I feel like we're not far enough into this class trial for it to definitively be one of those two. It's gotta be someone else.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit! I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait! Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't the culprit
Ah! Good one, Kaito. Alright, does he know something we don't?
Huh?
What? Sorry for doubting you, dude. He's not playing his game.
Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less from him.
Hunch?
Hopefully his hunches are better when it comes to figuring out, who's not the murderer, is better than his gambling hunches.
Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch. This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
No, he might actually be that stupid.
He's stupid, but he's my stupid.
Damn idiot!
A damned idiot!
Hey, don't call me an idiot! Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
Maki hasn't exactly given us a reason to believe in her, but okay.
What?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right?
Oh, Kaito, I'm so glad that you're not the detective here.
Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that matters.
So, you do not have any evidence?
Only baseless conjecture.
But I totally get where he's coming from, because I want to believe in Himiko too.
Want to believe, huh? Yeah, I think I understand that. Except the Shuichi didn't want to believe it was Kaede, and that didn't exactly work out in his favor.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot!
No.
It really hurts my feelings.
It's true. It's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance I'm the I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What? Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough! Stop calling me an idiot!
What are you trying to say, Maki?
And Kaito is a useful idiot, at least.
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
Okay. What?
Ryoma? At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock
Yeah, so that
at night.
throws all that out the window. But, you know, there's that whole thing about the pool, you know, as long as you don't enter the pool area, that doesn't necessarily mean that someone had to kill before a certain time.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
So we're back to square one, basically.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
No, that doesn't. That just means everybody's suspicious again.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us? It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now, of all the times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. But should I? Bum bum bum.